Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. So like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. So this energy is pretty empowering, but it kind of feels like it could be a little sad at the same time. I'm not really sure why I feel both energies, but when one door closes, another opens. When something ends, something else begins. Whether it's what we truly want or not, sometimes we don't always get what we want, we get what we need. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here. But I feel it's almost like when one person gets what they want, when things work out, somebody else won't. In a certain situation, it's like when we're talking about two people, one person wanting a relationship and the other not wanting one, so that's obviously not going to work, and the person who wanted it to work is going to be disappointed when the one who didn't isn't going to care. It's like it's going to work out in their favor, but it'll actually work out in your favor, because when things like that happen, we avoid those situations or don't get roped up with certain people, friends, family, or otherwise, for a reason. We don't always see it in the moment. So that's kind of what I'm feeling regardless of what we're talking about, because the main energy is, I think this one's called courage. And it's all about having courage. And it's not just having the courage to take the steps forward, to follow your dreams, to go after your goals and ambitions and all that. I do feel like someone is very driven, and you're strong enough to not give up on something that you truly want. Sometimes we have to give up on someone, but there's something here to hold on to that's beyond partnerships. But on the flip side of it, sometimes we have to have the courage to end situations, relationships, no matter what they are, especially if they're not good for us. And with the bear, you do have the power to create those changes. So it's like you're strong enough to do what you need to do in the situation, to walk away, to stay, to keep going, whichever way it goes for you. And when I say to stay and keep going, that doesn't feel like a relationship for some reason. The walking away does. But if we're talking about something you're passionate about, and there's criticism, other people don't like it, so it's a project or a career path or whatever, and there are people that dislike what you do, maybe they just don't like you, so they're never going to like what you do, or they just don't vibe with you, whatever. It's not up to them to make the choice for you to stop doing something or not. That's where courage comes in. Courage to continue forward with what you believe is right, with what you want and what you deserve, going after those dreams regardless of other people. And you have the power to make those changes. You're strong enough to keep moving forward, even through difficulties. And some of these difficulties do feel like the opinions and judgments of others, but sometimes when people are extremely opinionated, there are some nasty people out there that will do mean things, the trolls of the world, and it can escalate. And I'm saying that because we have time alone, which I do feel like a lot of you are spending a lot of time alone, not just reflecting, but going over future plans and whatever's going on in your situation or whatever did go on. We have Fox. That could just be a sign for some of you. But the fox energy is kind of sly. It's sneaky. So it's like, I don't want to deal with people like this. So I'm just going to spend my time alone. That's the energy I'm feeling. And there's nothing wrong with that, because then we have gang stalking. Storm. Signs, pay attention. Online. You could be being warned about this. So I feel like the gang stalking is that troll energy where someone will rally the troops and be like, go shit on so-and-so, you know what I mean? Or go find out what they're up to. Gang stalking is creepy no matter where it's happening. But I feel like it's like, if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right, you know what I mean? You're strong enough to withstand this storm, or you were. Because this just feels like I'm pushing through the mud and the muck. No one's going to hold me down kind of energy, which is really great. I'm going to get a little bit more on what the situation is in a minute. Because, like, why do so many people care what you're doing? Probably because they can't do it. There's more to it than that. Because I feel like there's some people in this energy, like with the gang stalking energy, like, so a group of people, we'll just call it that for now. There's some people in that group that don't like you just because you're you. Doesn't matter what you do, they just never will like you. And then there's some people that don't like what you do. It has nothing to do with you personally. It has to do with your work, whatever you're doing. It's almost like more than one reason. Because sometimes you wonder, how do these people connect? Like these hate groups. Even if it's a small hate group, still hate. It's like they find the one common denominator through their misery and their hate and discontent is you. It doesn't matter what you do, what you're doing. Those people are always going to have those feelings and assumptions and whatever. So it's like, be strong enough to just ignore them. To not feed into it. I don't really feel like most of you do feed into that. But if this hasn't occurred yet for you, it could be coming up. And that's just advice. Like, remember how strong you are. Remember everything you've gone through and what you're capable of. And you're not going to let some pissants slow you down or stop you. Something like that. Alright, so let's see. Let's get some words of encouragement, please. I mean, that energy can pertain to relationships too sometimes, even if it has nothing to do with like you and the person you're talking to, no matter what the relationship is. If there's somebody else that doesn't want to see you two connect, or I don't want you two to be friends, I don't want you two to date, I don't want you to talk to this family member or whoever, like, let's rally the troops and black sheep so-and-so. And make people not want to connect with them. There's push-away energy here too. So that's why I'm kind of fighting with what you're doing and working on and relationships. So these people could be trying to attack a lot of areas of your life because they don't like you. What's weird here is it feels like with the whole black sheep energy, if people rally together, even if they're family members, because that happens, like, don't talk to them. Don't talk to so-and-so. And then they don't. And they're thinking that this is going to deflate you, that it's going to hit you hard because of your heart. Yeah, that card is not called courage. It's called heart. The heart. I want to hit you where it hurts. If the only thing you love is your family, and those around you, friends, whatever, I want to isolate you from them. I want to turn those that you love against you so that you're alone. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you like to spend time alone anyways. You spend a lot of time in your own energy. It allows you to reflect and go over things. And maybe that's what's going on here for someone. Like, they're looking over a situation that's already happened, like why they were ostracized, and realizing that even though it has everything to do with you, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with whoever's butthurt in the situation. It's like it's all a reflection on them, not you. People not wanting to be around you. I mean, if you're an a-hole and just running around being cruel to people, that's different. But I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's very kind. So that wouldn't be a reason as to why people wouldn't talk to you or want to deal with you. They might make shit up about it, but I want to get you where it hurts. I want to take away what you love, who you love, make you feel all alone. You're not alone. I can't get, I'll do this at the end because it's just not talking. So let's see. Let's get more on what heart and bear is about. There could be a mature man in this energy, someone older than you, father figure, whether it's your father, grandfather, stepfather, uncle, something, or just an older gentleman, someone older than you. I don't know who he is in this situation, but he wants to stay out. We also have occupation at the bottom right now. I just heard with this card, I don't have the heart to tell you. So it's like, I don't have the heart to tell you what happened. I don't have the heart to tell you the truth. So there's something that's been hidden from you. You might be aware of what it is, but this person doesn't have the heart to say, like, I can't say that. Concern. Over bear, which is about being strong, resilient, powerful, pushing through. It's like this person or these people are worried about your strength, how much power you hold in a situation. That might be why somebody is saying that, like, I don't have the heart to tell you, because they don't want to give that power away. They don't want to give that power to you because you're already strong enough. Like, I don't know what you would do with this information. That's kind of what I'm feeling with this. Like, this person's concerned, or multiple people, about what you would do if you knew the truth. Yeah, if you knew the truth. They don't want to be found out, that's for sure. Someone in this energy doesn't want to be found out. They want to remain hidden. Oh my goodness, I just can't talk. They might be hiding online. Man. I was talking about gang stalking and lurking and stuff on the internet. You probably walked away from this situation right in the nick of time. This person, it's like rejection is divine protection. So if you felt rejected in this energy, where by someone that you love, no matter what type of love we're talking about, you just care about them, that was for your own protection. Because there's so many lies in this situation. And the people that don't want you around, the ones that want you to be ostracized, are hiding something. If you're around, you'll find out, you'll know. Whether it's psychically, intuitively, or otherwise. Just because sometimes you're not stupid. You might overhear something. You might see something. You might get a clue, you know? I feel like you've already gotten a clue. Just saying. We're playing the game of Clue. Apparently, it was Colonel Mustard in the library. I don't know what weapon he had yet. Anyways. With that digging up dirt card that was on the bottom of the deck, I don't feel like whoever this person is or these people are, whatever this energy is, the people involved, I don't feel like, I'm not fully feeling the energy of them digging up dirt on you, because I kind of feel like there's no dirt to be found. Maybe they tried once upon a time and they're just like, well, you could have outed your own crap, or there's really nothing that could be said about you that would make people walk away or look down upon you, or the information that they have, people wouldn't view you in a poor light because of whatever said. But they don't want you to know dirt on them. So if you do have gifts, spiritual gifts, definitely, that freaks them out. They don't want you to know certain things. But I still feel, regardless of that, if you're around, you're gonna, like, I feel like you're very, not just intuitive, you're very meticulous. You pay attention to detail. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. You're like a little investigator. Even when you're not trying to be, you notice the small things. You notice the shifts, the changes in demeanor, in body language, and how somebody communicates with you, with just what they do and how they act. It's like one small shift, and you're like, your spidey senses go, okay, why did that change? Why were you acting this way and saying this, and now all of a sudden, it could be like something very small even that most people would miss. So you pick up on the red flags that a lot of people miss. They just overlook it. And you question it. You stop and go, wait a minute. It's almost like your senses can move in slow motion when there's a problem so you can see it. Everybody else would just see a blur. And you see it going like this. And it's like a little banner. Problem. That's what freaks this person out or these people out. Well, something's coming out because it's about timing. Somebody's trying to time something just right so it doesn't look obvious. So it doesn't look obvious that they're paying attention to you. Somebody's trying to time something just right. Like, what example do I want to use here? With somebody paying attention to you, like say for example, they're not on your social media. You don't deal with whoever this is because I don't feel like you do deal with this person or anyone they're associated with. Anyone who's gang stalking you, whatever, paying attention. So you post something on your social media. It's not like anything private or it's not a big deal, whatever you're saying. Or maybe it would be to these people, I don't know. But regardless, it's something that you don't care if the world knows. Or your friends or whatever. You don't post it publicly, or maybe you do. But you're not gearing it towards whoever this is or whoever these people are. But if the shoe fits, they're looking at it that way. But that's not the example I want to use. It's like, okay, you say something. I just want to say that. You say something, but there's no way this person would know what you said, who you said it to, how you said it, where you said it, whatever. They just wouldn't know because you didn't say it to them or around anyone that talks to them. They gained this they gained this information through illegal access or sneaky. They were sneaky with it. It's all behind the scenes, the slithering snake shit. So they have to go, okay, I know what you said. It's bothering me. I want to say I have to reappear in your world somehow, some way. Or I have to say this. But I can't just come out and say it because then you'll know that I heard what you said. That I was paying attention. You'll know I've been watching. So I have to bite my tongue. That's what this feels like. Yeah, there's some information that someone shouldn't know, that they found out about through spying, through being sneaky in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how they found out. I don't know if it's like word of mouth because I kind of I don't really feel the word of mouth. I feel like this person was paying attention, spying, doing something, and they overheard something, saw something that you said or posted or shared or whatever. It could have even been something very private, when devices are around, listening devices, cameras, whatever's, where it's like in the privacy of your own home, when you're completely alone, spending time alone, being gang stalked while you're alone. It's like things that these people would never know because you didn't tell a soul even. They have to approach it in the proper way so that you don't know. But the timing was off with something. So if this has already occurred, it could be resurfacing. I'm not sure why it's coming up. Maybe somebody's just concerned about what you actually know. They could just be thinking about this. There's more to it than that. it's almost like, do you know that I was actually behind all of this? There was a there was a situation that already happened, this gang stalk and shit. There's multiple people involved. That's why I'm calling it that, and the card showed up. But that's what it is, if you think about it. And that's creepy and weird and stupid, just saying, when people do that stuff. The ringleader. Do you really know that it was me? That I'm the one behind this? Someone was orchestrating it all. And I feel like you do know. You caught on because of those micro clues. You're good at the game of Clue. You're a good investigator, even if you're not trying. You pick up on the subtleties. Because that's what it's making me think of. Is if somebody's preparing to answer a question or to feed off from something you said or did, that's private. They shouldn't know. But they do know. And they want to kind of feed into it in some way for some reason. I don't know if it's like a scare tactic or if it's just to make you question things or throw you off. I don't know what the reasoning is as to why someone would do this. It's definitely manipulation, but it feels like the way that they would word something, most people wouldn't catch on. They would just go, okay, whatever, and just keep talking kind of thing. Or go, oh, what a coincidence. I was just talking about that the other day, or whatever. But you noticed something small. It's like I'm imagining I'm listening to somebody tell me something, and then all of a sudden they say one thing, one word, one phrase, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, why'd you say that? Of all things that you could say, why are you telling me that? Because it clicks. That could have happened multiple times. Because I just want to be like, this energy is confusing and I'm sorry. I wanted a clear cut reading. It kind of is clear and cut, but it just feels confusing. So it could have been done to create confusion, basically. I kind of feel like that's part of it. An unhappy distraction, apparently. But it was done by more than one person. And it almost feels like you could chalk it up to a coincidence or to a spiritual sign or connection, like, oh, you picked up on this or they picked up on it. But it feels like, whew, I gotta center myself. How did you know that? If you're doing or saying something all alone, how did they know? Because I feel like the people that are stalking and watching aren't spiritual. So they're not tapped in. They don't get those signs and messages and shit. But you probably do. You're probably very interested in it because you're watching tarot, just saying. You're probably gifted yourself. I have a lot of light workers on here. So it would be like somebody playing off from your abilities, mocking you in a very secretive, roundabout way. Because it feels, like I said, most people would chalk this shit up to a bunch of coincidences. But you know that there are no coincidences. There are none. It's a big illusion. I don't know if I just talked in circles there. Maybe it'll make sense. Twin flame. I mean, a relationship could be involved here. Or someone was playing off from your feelings for another person or in a love situation, regardless of actual twin flame energy. Because this is giving me, it's pissing me off is what it's doing. It's giving me the energy of, I know you so well. Like, we're so connected. Which those connections do exist. Even if they're not your twin flames, it could just be a soulmate thing. And soulmates can be anyone, friends, family, otherwise. It's not just romantically speaking. We can have connections with a bunch of different people for different reasons and like be able to finish each other's sentences and shit like that. But this is different than finishing someone's sentence. This is repeating what someone's saying in a different way, in a cryptic, weird way, but kind of turning it into a we know. It's like, I want to know you, getting to know everything about you. What is that song from? It's a Disney movie, isn't it? Getting to know you. Na, 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 na. I can't remember what movie that's in, but anyways, someone was really getting to know you through spying so that they could connect with you. This doesn't feel fucking heaven sent. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. It's false. I don't know if they're trying to get to know you now and they're going to be coming in. And that's why it's coming out, like why the spirit's going, pay attention, you know. It feels, it's weird because it feels love bomby, but kind of not in your face. This is someone who'd be very cunning. Like they understand the laws of relationships and dating. Or maybe they're learning all about it. They're learning about you and they're learning about that and what to say and what not to say. How to be the perfect whoever. I want one of these first. Because this is like, this energy is making me feel like I'm contradicting everything I say. Like everything that's said is being contradicted. So that could have happened in this situation. Like what you know is through spying. But if you do have spiritual gifts, what you know is not through spying, but what they know is. So it's almost like, well, if you can do it, how come I can't? Like, how do you decipher between the two? Which, honestly, it is hard to do, but there are certain types of people that you just know are, I don't want to say are into spirituality. That's not the way I want to word it. You really can tell when it's a message that's psychically delivered versus knowledge that you read somewhere or overheard or saw or something. It comes through very differently, like, and it's expressed differently as well through body language and other things, but, and by other means. I don't know, this energy is still confusing. It's fucking pissing me off. Victim and wicked, yeah. Somebody had a wicked idea and they rolled with it, or they're gonna. Woe is me, accountability, faults. I don't feel like you're in the woe is me energy or anything like that, but I do feel like you were the victim of some crap, of some sick and twisted joke, because it feels like these people just thought this was, it's just funny, haha, this is fucking hilarious. It's fun messing with someone's mind. It's fun, you know, playing these fuck games. But you know what's funny? Joke's on them, because they did send you into quote unquote hiding. Like, you spend most of your time alone. So you're not socializing with any of these people, or really many people is what I want to say, like close-knit circle. You're keeping things close to your chest because you're spending time alone. So therefore, if you're not around any of these people and you still know things about them, that's kind of how you prove your gifts. And it's not like you need to or anything. It's just, it gets these people thinking. The name Tim is standing out. I do feel like there is someone in this energy, could be more than one person, who is playing the victim when they're actually not the victim. They're crying wolf. Well, guess what? The boy who cried wolf got fucked in the end, because when there was really a problem, no one listened. Just saying. Once someone's lies are exposed, no one's going to believe them or trust them anymore. And I kind of feel like someone's lies are going to come out, and people are going to look at them and be like, well, we're not going to believe anything you fucking say now, you know, because it was all crap. Everything you said that got us to do this or that, or to have this view of so-and-so, was all out of spite. Because somebody probably didn't get what they wanted. Because we have a separation here. So it could be an ex of yours for some of you, or someone you dealt with in the past that maybe you rejected. Someone felt rejected. Because that's a tit for tat crap. Like, you're going to reject me? Well, I'll make sure you get rejected. Because they can reject you. If you reject them, it's not going to bother you. I said that in the very beginning. Yeah, someone's playing the victim. Isn't that funny? It feels like just a bunch of people that just know each other. And they got nothing better to do with their life or their time. You know, small town bullshit where everyone's fucking bored. That's what it feels like. Somebody's life is not as exciting as yours, apparently. The 9 of Cups. That's wish fulfillment, just saying. You're definitely following your heart and continuing to work towards what you want. You're doing what makes you happy. It's just so funny because it feels like when people do everything in their power to tear you down, to make you feel shitty, to make you stop doing something, to confuse you, to make you question everything. Like, what do you really want? Like, oh, no, you don't want that. You know, whatever. I don't know. It's confusing. This energy is confusing. But no matter what someone did or said, no matter what happened here, it did not stop you from following your dreams, from getting what you want. Because it's like when people get to know you, or they think they know you, they think they know what you want. Whoever these people were, they thought that they knew what you wanted. They didn't have a clue. And maybe it was something you wanted once upon a time, but it wasn't something you needed. So it's like that rejection was divine protection. So if people scared away a lover or a love interest, it was for your own protection. If there was a family member or a friend that just fucking totally turned their back on you, that was for your protection as well. You're still getting what you want. They helped, it's like the problem helped weed out the problems in your life, so they wouldn't be there. So that's kind of like where the backfire is here. It just made you see the truth of certain people, which is always good, you know? We want to see through people's crap. The 7 of Wands. Well, you're definitely protected. These people, this person, whatever, whoever the hell they are, whoever's concerned here knows that you are protected. The problem protected you by removing the problems for you. That's kind of ironic, isn't it? Don't you think? 8 of Wands. I do feel like there's blocked communication here now, and you're totally fine. This person can't get through. They can't get through to you. Even if there was something they want to say, they don't know how to say it to you. They don't know how to reach you. It could be a family member or like someone you worked with. They might try to reach you through your work. Because look, these pumpkins are laughing. They're like laughing at what's being said, and maybe you were the laughing stock of wherever in like in this group, like ha 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 ha, like everything you say is so fucking funny, or they were laughing at their own mockery and their own stupid jokes, their inside jokes, their secret behavior, what they were doing, like you running around like chicken with your head cut off kind of shit. That's just so funny, so funny. But what's funny is how do I want to say it? It's like all this did was make you stronger. It showed you what you're made of. It showed you what you're capable of. This was like a true testament of your own strength. And it's like they taught you that inadvertently, just saying. Because I feel like I'm talking to somebody who can laugh at themselves. And you know that not everybody's going to agree with what you say and do and whatever. And even if you were being made fun of behind the scenes, you were protected from that because ignorance is bliss. You know, if you don't know what's being said, if you don't know what people are doing behind your back to harm you in whatever way, how the fuck is it going to harm you? They can sit there and tee-hee-hee all they want, but it's blocked from you. You haven't seen this, heard this, none of it. So you're still just like, whatever. But I feel like you're in a strong enough place now that when this comes to light, the secrets, the lies, when this comes to light, it's just not going to bother you. You're going to be the one laughing like, wow, you went through a lot. You wasted so much time in your life doing dumb ass shit for no reason. Who's laughing now? You know what I mean? My head is crawling like crazy. Holy shit. Fire is significant. So I don't know if it's a fireplace, fire pit, just fire burning something. I don't know. Maybe somebody's burning evidence. Let them. You play with fire, you're going to get burned. That's what that's making me think of. It's like fuck around and find out. I don't feel like that's a warning for you, the viewer. I feel like that's for whoever the problem is here. I wonder what their end goal was, like their end game. They're getting word that things are successful for you. You're manifesting some type of stability, relationship, money. You're not just manifesting it, you're working for it. You're working towards it. You're unapproachable. These people are afraid to approach you now for some reason. Probably because of the truth, because of something you said, something they found out. They know that they can't approach you unless they tell the truth. Because you're going to know and you'll chop their head off. Off with his head. Okay. So why did these people do this in the first place? Like, why did this happen in the first place? What was the end goal, game, whatever? To hurt you for one, but like, why? Let's see. What was the point of this situation? Date? Because somebody was butthurt you didn't want to date them? They didn't want you to feel good enough to date? They didn't want... What the fuck? Someone's really butthurt here. Holy shit. They need some preparation H. However the woman says it. Peppa H and H. Don't mind me. Not enough. Yeah, somebody wanted you to stay alone. They wanted you to be alone. They wanted you to be unhappy. They didn't want you to have confidence within yourself and what you're doing so that you wouldn't move forward. That's where these rumors and bullshit came from in the first place. They didn't want you to trust your intuition. They didn't want you to trust people, situations. That, you know what I mean? If you had some scary dates or fucked up interactions with people, whether it's in the dating scene or not, that would kind of deter you from wanting to date and wanting to go out and enjoy yourself, because it's like every time I go out, I meet an asshole or something bad happens. But you listen to yourself now. And I feel like you've learned from those piss poor experiences, those bad experiences, that it's not about you. That's what I said. It's about those people. So it's not going to stop you from talking to somebody new, making new connections, whether they're romantic or otherwise. It's just you're going to be more picky and choosy with who you spend your time with. But that's how they helped you. They helped you weed through the losers and see all the red flags, like the instant red flags, the ones during the love bombing phase and when people are trying to impress you and whatever. You pick up on those subtleties now because these people gave you so much experience in that now you're a pro at it. You know what I mean? So it's not stopping you. You're just being more selective. Strength, yeah, they made you friggin' stronger. Knight of Pentacles. And you're doing it on your own. That's single energy. You're happily single is what I want to say. Yeah, Nine of Cups, you're happily single. So you're not afraid to date. If someone's saying that, like, oh, we scared so-and-so away from ever putting themselves out there again. That's not what happened here. You're just happily spending time alone. You're happily single. And yeah, that's a real thing, you know? Some people are good with themselves enough not to need anyone. It's nice to want someone. But when you need them, that's where the problems come in. You're above any of these people. Like, I don't even think you'd give them the time of day. You wouldn't even talk to them. Because they're weak. They're too weak. It's like a bear isn't gonna date a lamb. The bear's gonna eat the fucking lamb. You know what I mean? Tower. This could be shocking to these people or someone in this situation. They're shocked that you healed. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, that you're happy and that you healed. You worked through something, through a really negative situation. And it feels like more than one situation. But it all stems from the same damn place, which is weird to me. Because people were working together, collaborating. Because I feel like I'm celebrating the fact that somebody is alone, that they're single, that they're miserable, they didn't get to date the person they wanted, or the love life sucks, whatever. But you're just healing. You're just working on yourself. Spending time alone is not a bad thing. But somebody doesn't view it that way because they don't like their own company. They don't want to spend time with themselves because then they'd have to face their own ass, and they don't want to deal with that. I want more on the Four of Swords with the Tower. I just kind of feel shocked. The letter P could be significant here for someone. And X. XP. Isn't that like a computer? Or PX? I don't know. Whatever that is. Or it could be completely separate. But the Chariot. Cancerian energy. You healed and moved on. It's a shocker. You didn't run away scared. You just moved on. From this Knight of Pentacles energy, you let go of a partnership, whether it was like someone you would collaborate with on a project or at work, or a lover, love interest. I feel like you healed and moved forward, and you're just focused on your work, whatever you have right in front of you. Something didn't work the way it was planned. The outcome is unexpected for the other party. It's someone from the past. Could be someone you had kids with, or just someone from your past, or like I said, a father figure. I don't know, someone who feels like they can't have competition because they know they lose. Okay. What's so shocking, I guess? 6 of Cups. It still feels like it's just a shock that you healed from the past, that you let go of something and totally moved past it. So it just doesn't bother you. I can't get past that. I can't get past that this does not fucking bother you. That's what somebody can't get past. They're hung up on you, on this. Like, that should have broke you. I guess it didn't. Doesn't look like it did. They don't know what to do. They don't know what choice to make. They don't know what road to go down now. It looks like there's like a ghost snake slithering away in the sky. Okay. So yeah, they're shocked that you overcame some past crap and some bullshit that they pulled, basically, even though they don't know that you know what they did. But you do know. Queen of Swords. Again. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I see her as Libra usually. And then the Lovers, there's Gemini energy. I just feel like you're so unapproachable right now, especially to these weak people. This person feels like they just can't approach you. But you're just sitting there like welcoming, you know, like I don't feel like you would be mean or cruel here. You're just like, I know the truth. You're intimidating because when you come from that powerful place and you have courage and strength and I don't know, it's very empowering, but it's also intimidating as hell for someone who is not in that place. Strength is like scary as hell to people who have not worked through their shit. Because there's nothing they can do to you to fuck your head up. The fuck games are done. Mind games are done. It won't work. Whatever once worked on you, whatever tactics roped you in, made you want to talk to so-and-so or cave in and say yes to this or that or whatever, will no longer work. You just go, all right, you got problems, block. I don't want to talk to you. And if you're a thorn in my side, I'll get out the tweezers. You know what I mean? Nine of Cups again. Yeah, it just, in Nine of Pentacles, it just keeps repeating itself. You're just standing strong. And you are unapproachable to all these bad people, to the wrong people, so that's good. Let them be scared. Let them be too nervous to talk to you. Because you have nothing to lose. Like, and I don't feel that as in you're in the bottom of the barrel, you have nothing to lose, and that's a scary place to be. No, it's it's like, I'm not worried because I know I'm fine. I'm good with myself. Like, you can't take whatever. The only thing left that they could take from you is your confidence. Is they can't do it. They have nothing that could tear that down. Like, for example, say somebody knew once upon a time that you were in that lack mentality and you were so fearful that you would lose, like in codependent relationships, like you would lose money. That's why you stuck around somebody or whatever. And then you said or did something to prove that that is not true for you anymore. So that person can't hang that over your head. They can't use that as leverage because that's not going to affect you. It's not going to scare you. It's not going to allow them to regain power in the situation. Just like with any relationships, if somebody knows that you really need this connection with whoever the hell it is, whether it's a friend, family member, or lover, that could be used against you. Like, we can convince that person to stay away, or they'll only stick around under certain stipulations to regain that power over you. They have no power over you, period, because you walked away. That's all that they can do. They don't have to turn around and walk away because there's nothing fucking there for them. But you know there's nothing here for you. You know those cups are empty with these people, friend, family, or otherwise. It's like, you can't tempt me with this fake shit. I know those cups are empty. You already showed me. Don't you remember? I watched you dump each one out. So I know there's nothing in it. So I don't want it. I'd rather spend my time alone. That's really what it feels like. That is freaking awesome. It's very empowering, like I said. Where did I go? Alright, I want to see if we can get one of these. 52 minutes. I was at 37 last time I looked. I can never do a short reading. Like, ever. It happens. I love doing readings, so it's fine. I just heard F you in my head. So I don't know if that's coming from you saying that to somebody, like, mofos, or if somebody's saying that to you. I keep staring at the bear. Only other bears don't fear the bear. I mean, maybe some of them do, but there has to be someone here that matches your energy in order for there to ever be a fear factor. And even then, I don't think there would be. You don't fear what's beneath you. Like I said, I think I said, like, a bear isn't going to date a lamb or something, but a bear isn't going to fear something much smaller than them. And they're pretty powerful. They'll fight back, you know, they'll fight you off. Yeah. Kindness is badass. Share it generously with your tribe. I feel like you do. And these people are missing out. I'm letting go of what no longer serves me because ain't nobody got time for that shit. You already did. You've released it. You let go of these people, this situation, because it doesn't serve you. And if anyone thinks that you still dwell on it and are confused or are going backwards or whatever, they are definitely sadly mistaken. And they can think what they want because their thoughts aren't your shit. You know what I mean? Dream big, hustle hard, and show the world what a badass you are. Be that motherfucking bear. I feel like you do dream big, and I feel like you do hustle hard. That's amazing. So just keep moving forward, even if someone from the past, especially in this false person energy, if they want to talk and apologize, or if they have something that you just need to know kind of crap. If you want to listen, go for it. But I feel like I wouldn't even, I wouldn't deal with them, to be honest. But okay, so let's just answer that question. If this person returns to come in with the damn truth, should you give them the time of day to even hear it? Or should you just bite their head off? Or walk away? The Star. You could give them the time. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. If you want to restore a sense of balance, you could give them not the benefit of the doubt, the opportunity to come clean, to say what they need to say, and then judge accordingly. That's kind of what that feels like. There's a lot of you that wouldn't. But I want to say, like, out of the group, most of them you probably wouldn't talk to. Some of them you probably don't even know. But I do feel like that there's either one or two people in this energy that you would at least hear out. You'd go, okay, well, what do you have to say? What do you have to say for yourself? But that doesn't mean that it would go anywhere. And then the Lovers comes out. Well, there's the choice. You can make a choice with love. You can handle a situation with love. You don't have to be wretched right back. You know what I mean? And sometimes that hurts the most, is like when someone does really wicked things to another person and then they turn around and forgive them and go, I forgive you for your transgressions, for everything you did and said. Now be gone. That can really fuck with somebody's head. They'd be like, I would never forgive someone after that. Oh my God. Like, then they get thinking about 1,000,001 things. Then they get thinking about the past. Like, how could you forgive me for all I've done? Because forgiveness is for oneself. It's nothing to do with the other person or the situation, and it doesn't mean that someone still wants another person around when they forgive them. Yeah, because it's still over. Because it's like the past is dead. It's not there anymore. The past is in the past, and you can't fucking change it, so I'm not dwelling on it. I've moved past it. So should you. I forgive you. The end. It's going to upset them. It's going to make them cry, more than likely. But you probably know this. And it's not you being mean. It's just the truth of the matter. It's like there's a consequence for every action, you know, for every choice that we make. And this is the consequence for whoever these people are. Missing a beautiful opportunity because they made it go away. Basically, but that's what I have for you. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it makes sense. Love you long time. Bye.